They faced up against each other in winners bracket finals, and if it's anything like what we saw in the previous series, I think we should expect a very dominant and a very explosive TOX right from the get-go. And I'm sure Lux, they need to find that energy. They need to find something if they are going to win this tournament. As we start off with Lxthul, the man who has a little bit of everything. Doesn't really matter what weapon he has in his hands, he always seems to find kills as he picks up the second kill of the game onto Gilkey. We'll look across to Ryan, but Ryan is being sneaky as usual, and he's just being a nuisance as usual as well.
Kills being traded back and forth for both teams, but it's going to be Royal 2 with the sniper, who's the big focus for Lux Gaming. So a sniper and sniper battle most likely going to happen here fairly shortly, but you do have Snakebite infiltrating the base right now, being annoying. APG with the rockets means that they're going to try to get this flag pulled very soon. Goofy gets taken out by a perfect rocket there by APG, and this is what you want to see right now from APG, holding down low, working with Snakebite, but Gilkey somehow getting the kill over towards PJ, who's towards bottom center. APG find the double, looking for Gilkey for the triple kill. Great job again by APG, just staying alive, picking off where Snakebite left off. Needs more help over towards top center, though, because they have an opportunity for a flag cap here.
Well, Royal 2 has control of top middle with his sniper rifle. All three of his teammates are alive as well, so there's the first falling. It's going to be Gilkey. Gets the shot onto Ryan, but can't finish it off quite. And the flag is going to be run through top middle here, but Snakebite's going to have to drop this because he's being drilled in the back. Does throw it a little bit further, but it's probably going to be a dead flag unless we see Lxthul turn Super Saiyan, which I can't see it happening just yet, as Gilkey will take him out, and we go back to Lux now, taking top middle control. And we're talking about mistakes, Tom. What are some of the biggest mistakes that we could see on Narrows that might make or break a game for these guys?
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it was a mistake to run that flag lobby. I just want to point out that when you run the flag lobby in Narrows, it's kind of similar to running a courtyard and pit. It's not your ideal situation. You're kind of doing that because of the way that the spawns are working and the way that you're positioned. So here's another flag run being put on the TOX Gaming side. You have Ryan trying to stay alive as long as possible. A couple slays coming in back and forth, but at least bringing himself to a teammate there to try to help out. But Lxthul with the double kill, and again, TOX Gaming looking so solid as they did to start the previous series.
Well, Lxthul marches on, and he gets aggressive here, and he's going to just plant himself inside the opposition base. Bide his time and wait for that chance to pounce. He avoids the grenades and he starts to run this flag as well. We'll just look towards man cannon. Does spot out Gabriel. He's just going for a little bit of pre-fire here, but the flag's also being moved by Lux Gaming at the same time, so you've got to be very careful in these scenarios that you don't overcommit to something. You have to be very aware. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a standoff. Goofy will fall. Lxthul continues to run this flag, and I think they've been able to stop it on the other side as well, so there should be a chance to capture this one for TOX Gaming. They should be able to get the open one. It's going to be a different route for Lxthul, but it just means he avoids some shots. Ryan's being a nuisance, but it's not going to be enough unless we see a big grenade, which we shouldn't. Lxthul bides his time. He uses patience. He doesn't quite put it in, though. What an incredible snipe that is from Gilkey. I thought that was going to be it. He hits another one onto Snakebite, and he has to go massive here. We said we needed to see these clutch moments. Can he hit another shot? He does onto APG. He looks across. He sees Royal 2. Is that flag going to reset, though? No, it's not. They don't quite get it in. It does reset. And he's done enough as Gilkey. Incredible shot from him. Absolutely massive. Heartbreak for TOX.
First time in quite some time that we've seen an unfortunate break from TOX and a huge clutch from Lux. This is what you come to expect here from the team that won the previous winners bracket series. Now starting to find their footing here in Narrow CTF. Gilkey going huge with the sniper. This is what we said needs to happen for the Lux Gaming squad. It's Goofy running the flag in. Is it gonna happen again? Is it gonna be back-to-back crazy flag returns? Gilkey with a smart play here. I like this play. He's gonna distract and go over towards the power-up, try to focus APG, but he misses a huge headshot there. A grenade comes in, but it is a flag capture for Lux Gaming.
Lux able to do what TOX could not. They put it in and they go 1-0 up here, and they still look aggressive, as actually now TOX are gonna be the ones just trying to lay down some fire on these spawners, but that is gonna be so difficult for your mental game when you were so close to putting that first flag in, and just one player did enough to stop everything as Ryan has to back away from that fight. Lxthul will continue to push in, tries to find this player on flag, but they're going to trade that one out, and there is still going to be one player alive. It's now APG top middle. He's got two teammates down, so it's important that he finishes these kills when they are called out. I think that's one thing that both teams have been doing very successfully all tournament long, is finishing those kills, is not allowing people to get away on those shields.
This is what you see from Lux Gaming. They swarm and fly together. They're like the mighty ducks over here in a V, top center, just charging at you. You did not see this in the previous series that they lost. This is a different team now. They're starting to warm up. The call-outs are going. as you were saying, Dan, the mistakes are being limited. That's what Ryan Noob said for this team to be able to win the game. I love this run over here from Goofy. He's gonna toss it over the cannon. For the first time today, I'm seeing a man cannon run over towards the flag. If Snakebite is able to win this 1v1, he's gonna be able to get the return, and he does.
Yeah, Snakebite with a huge battle that he won there. Gets the beat down, and he's gonna get a sniper rifle as a little reward for doing so. It means he can now reposition and just look for anyone pushing from backstage. There's going to be a player down on sniper. He did see it, and it's going to be Gilkey getting his face ripped off, and now he looks towards getting the double down at L4. No one there just yet. They know they don't want to push into a sniper rifle willy-nilly, otherwise they will just be getting killed off one by one, Tom.
I don't think Lux realizes this, but the best play for them to do right now would be to cannon over, and I think that they're instead going to charge over towards top center, but you're going to meet so much force over there. You got Royal 2 with the sniper. You got Lxthul over there over towards the Mauler. Now he's pushing towards the Mohawk. You're stuck in your base, stuck in your lobby. What's the best course of action? Distract, try to flood over towards the base. Royal 2 realizes that, peeks through the window, and you can see the thought process behind Lux is to charge over top center. Finally, Goofy realizing that they are stuck. He needs to do something. Now he starts to add the pressure.
Somehow he still manages to pick up the kill onto Royal 2. Snakebite just not able to connect with the shots quick enough to save his comrade, but he does still have a sniper rifle. Gilkey's picked up the rockets, and Snakebite, he's just out of there. He does not want anything to do with it. Instead, will reposition in case anyone's going to dive in on that flag. But look how quickly Ryan Noob was to reposition and put shots across the map as well to support his teammates.
So Gilkey here needs someone to run the flag. He doesn't want to try to force this, and yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to go in there. That's a very uncomfortable position. He doesn't even want to be peeking this right here. He's lucky that Snakebite isn't in the backstage looking at him. Instead, he was focused over towards top center. There's another sniper over towards the lobby, and that's exactly what I was talking about. That's just such an uncomfortable position for the Rocket guy to be in. He needed Gabriel to charge in there a little bit earlier. Fortunately for the Lux Gaming side, they're in position because Ryan Noob charged, got a kill with him. This flag is still being pulled. They almost got it to the 50-yard line. However, you got to be careful here. You don't have anyone up top. You have 3 players down low. For some reason, all of TOX Gaming charging down there. 1 player man cannoning, so the other player most likely top center. They're in a great position here to put this one in.
This should be 2-0 unless we see something crazy, which we won't. It is going to be 2-0 to Lux, and they look so much better this series. And maybe the spawns were just in a good place for TOX to push down low, but they played right into the hands of Lux, who had set up accordingly. And we will now need to see the reverse sweep in this game for TOX if they are going to take the opening game. It seems like Lux have learned their lesson from when they last faced up against each other on narrow CTF. Royal 2 is just getting peppered by BR shots, eventually goes down to the grenade as well. It seems like Lux are really up for this second series. Gilkey can't get the triple, but at least he did the damage with the double.
Not only did Gilkey get the double, but he also has information on where the last 2 players were. He almost landed that grenade on the player over towards the snipe side, and then he got killed by the guy Pocket. So he's going to be able to really help his teammates out with the call-outs there, and be able to pinpoint exactly where he wants his teammates to go in position, and that's no surprise. Oh, nice snipe there from Snakebite. But it's no surprise that the Lux Gaming guys were able to clean up those players because that's such valuable information that Gilkey was able to provide.
Well, Ryan Noob was able to get the return snipe onto Snakebite and not allow him to start going off with that thing. He is being put under pressure from the man cannon, and it's Lxthul who hits all his shots as he provides the pressure from above, as the flag is going to be moved ever so slightly, but I think there is enough people in the way to ensure they get the recovery, which they do. But Goofy now will join the fray and see if he can maybe get a flag touch of his own, but nope, he's going to have to back off. Such good communication from TOX to ensure they don't allow anyone to easily push into their base, but they are very much stuck in their base at the moment. Lux Gaming again just bringing the aggression towards them.
Royal 2 here wants to get in the attic, most likely. He sees L3 jumping up and down. That's going to be Gilkey with the sniper rifle, but he's going to want to try to get a little bit higher ground because this is more of a defensive setup right now for TOX Gaming. They need to get more people towards top center. They need to try to clear these guys out from Lux because it's been a relentless push the last 5 minutes here or so from these guys, an onslaught towards top center. Not just 1, not just 2 people, all 3, all 4 either going top center and then sending 1 guy over towards the man cannon. That's how you want to play this game here. Lxthul finds the sniper rifle that Royal 2 picked up, but unfortunately hits him with a team nade. A little bit of miscommunication coming in from the 2 players.
Lxthul put a little bit of fire onto Gabriel there as now the flag starts to be moved on the opposite side, but Lxthul in prime position to snipe this one, but Gilkey sniffs him out and says, no sir, you are not going to be able to do that so comfortably. Ryan Noob has got the fresh rockets. He's already used one, but at least he's got plenty to use on this L2 side. Doesn't connect with the first one, doesn't connect with, yes, he does connect with the second one, but he does fall down afterwards. Still 2-0 advantage, though, to Lux Gaming with only 5 minutes left before that game will be ending, and I think Lux will feel comfortable at the moment, but you know, when you get to these late stages of this game, teams who are behind, they start to pressure a little bit more, they start to take a couple more risks, and a TOX Gaming that takes risks is a scary factor.
Crazy to me that Lux hasn't been able to capitalize when they've had full rockets down at the snipe. It's almost like in Halo Reach when you're playing Countdown and you have the rockets and it's just such an easy flag run over towards that S2. I would love to see next time someone gets a set of rockets to try to do something with them, try to help, try to push towards that flag, create some sort of momentum for your team, but that's just not the case. TOX hasn't even been able to get the rockets in quite some time. I haven't seen him with the sniper rifle besides when Lxthul and Royal 2 had it over towards the lobby. It's been Lux Gaming. Gilkey's been getting in his positions. He's been slaying. Rhinoob's been flying towards top center. These guys have been playing their style of game, and that's why they're up 2-0.
Well, realistically, Lux Gaming can just continue to slay here. They don't have to look for that third flag. They can just hold this game for another 4 minutes, and then they will be the victors. But Goofy has to back off because a couple of his teammates have died. He tries to go for the no-scope, but it's not going to connect today, which means Rhinoob, pushing from behind, is going to try and be a nuisance. He is going to pull this flag just as a distraction, you'd imagine, but how many times have we seen those flags go through? It doesn't on this day. TOX still try and continue running this flag. It's going to be Lxthul, the one as the carrier, as APG there to support. He gets one. He looks for Gabriel down on the man cannon as well, and they've been able to take down 2, maybe even 3, so they can continue this run through bottom middle. Someone has to get top mid just to ensure no one's going to be able to push easily. Gilkey's going to be that man in R2. APG shuts him down perfectly, and this should be a flag cap. We're not going to see Gilkey with a sniper rifle this time, and TOX Gaming, they're right back into this game.
Super important to give that flag capture up if you're Lux Gaming and maintain control of your base, because Snakebite is starting to push in and smell blood. He sees the flag there, but there's a guy camping on the flag's stand, so he's going to have to toss it, play a little bit patient as the rest of his teammates are now flanking over towards the lobby. Goofy didn't realize that Snakebite takes the left side, but the team shot coming in from Gabriel.
Incredible stuff from Gabriel, and he also gets another one onto APG as well. Lxthul, though, we'll just try and stay alive here and just throw a couple of warning grenades in case anyone's going to push him. There's Gabriel again, but he's got help. And it always seems like Lux have that extra man over TOX Gaming at the moment. It's still 2-1, still a little bit of time left, and when it is just one flag, it's hard to play defensively. It was all right when they were 2 up, but just being 1 up, you kind of get a little bit antsy.
The teamwork is unreal right now from Lux. They are doing such a good job of the buddy system strategy, splitting the map up 2-on-2. APG, huge fight against Rhinoob towards the backstage. You can see multiple players over towards the lobby. Gilkey has the help. One guy alive now. It's going to be Snakebite fighting Gilkey over towards the lobby side. Rocket guy running the flag, not ideal, so he's most likely going to toss that one to Gilkey. Goes back to watch the sniper rifle side. 2 spawners coming in on the side of Lux Gaming. Both decide to go low, which means they're weak over towards the top. Gilkey most likely going to shoot a rocket over towards the bottom cannon side.
Oh,
and there's the pocket side. Flags down. Should be a rocket coming in from Gilkey anytime now towards the flag guy. There it is, but it doesn't connect. Return most likely coming in any second now. Big mistake from Lux. May cost them.
Not only do they get the return, but he's going to be the flag moving as well, unless Gilkey can hit some big nades here, but he's challenged immediately. He does get the stick, but is the damage already done? The flag seems to be far enough already, and they train this one. They throw it to Lxthul, who has full shields, and we're all tied up 2-2, and even though they had rockets, they couldn't put that one in.
The spawners choked on Lux Gaming. They stayed down low. That was a lazy play by them. They all 4 were down there. Nobody watched the left pocket, which is a no-brainer. Curious to see what their communication was on that one. Maybe they were trying to focus a call out too much and just forgot about the rest of the players, but fortunately for them, they have 3 dead and they're starting to advance on the map as they normally do.
Lxthul has a lot to do, but he does fall, and now this is potentially going to be the last flag run. They do have prime position for this one, but maybe that's going to be enough for the spawners. They have to hit their grenades, they have to hit their shots. Someone has to think about flanking as well. Snakebite, did he stop the flag? No, I don't think he did. The flag's still going to be moving. It's going to be Rhinoob who has it.
They have sniper too then. He has to slow play this one.
This should be okay. All he has to do is jump this one in, doesn't get hit by it, and that's going to be the opening game for Lux in this bracket reset. They go 1-0 up in this series. There were a couple of mistakes, a couple of shaky moments, but all that matters is they were able to get that victory, Tom.
What a game coming out from both teams as we take a look at the stats here very shortly. And I was worried from Lux Gaming that they left that sniper rifle on the TOX Gaming side, but there it is. very evenly matched across the board. It looks like in terms of slays, again, TOX Gaming outslaying them. That's what I'm talking about. That's why